Welcome back to Panda Movie Recaps. Today, I am excited to delve into the details of a captivating 2014 action, adventure, and fantasy film titled Hercules. Brace yourself for spoilers as we embark on a journey through ancient Greece in 358 BC, where our storyteller, Iolaus of Athens, finds himself captured by pirates. Desperate to buy time, Iolaus weaves the epic tale of his legendary uncle, Hercules. The narrative unfolds on the Macedonian coast, northern Greece. Hercules, born to Zeus and the mortal Alcman, faced Hera's relentless attempts on his life due to the perceived insult of his existence. Despite Hera's schemes, Hercules, inheriting his father's strength, became nearly invincible. The gods assigned him 12 labors, promising peace if he survived. Among his feats were triumphs over formidable creatures like the Hydra, Erymanthian boar, and the Nemean lion, whose impenetrable hide yielded to Hercules' bare hands. However, the pirates remain unconvinced until the lion-clad Hercules arrives, accompanied by his skilled team. Autolycus, a member of the team, advises Iolaus to embellish the hero's exploits for added believability. Meanwhile, a prophetic vision hints at a mysterious alliance marked by a lion and a crow. The storyline takes a thrilling turn when Princess Ergania invites Hercules and his team to her palace, alluding to a prophecy. The palace visit unveils a troubled Thracian army led by General Cytocles and introduces a strained dynamic with Hercules. Nevertheless, the team accepts Ergenia's proposal, setting the stage for their involvement in the political landscape of Thrace. As they ascend the palace stairs, Hercules reminisces about past heroics, including an incident 3 years ago when he was declared a hero for defeating a Hydra. However, the memory turns bitter as it flashes images of his wife and children's brutal murder. Despite the haunting past, Hercules remains focused on the present. Lord Cottus of Thrace engages the team and shares the country's plight. A civil war with the bloodthirsty warlord Rhasus, rumored to command an army of centaurs. Cotys emphasizes the urgency, showcasing the constant influx of refugees fleeing Rhasus's destruction. Despite Hercules' reservations about the army's readiness, Cotys persuades him to accept the mission, highlighting the need for a swift resolution to the conflict. The next day, Hercules and his team initiate the challenging task of training the farmers-turned-soldiers. The training begins with testing their shield wall, revealing the significant gaps in their defense. The complexity of societal and political dynamics becomes apparent as Hercules grapples with Cotys' expectations and Atalanta challenges gender stereotypes. The narrative takes an emotional turn when Hercules, reflecting on Tydeus's traumatic past, opens up to Ares, Ergenia's son. Tydeus, born in the midst of war, remains haunted by past experiences, and Hercules considers him his most loyal warrior. The scene underscores the toll of war on individuals and explores the theme of resilience amid trauma. Before leaving for Bessie, Hercules gifts Ares the Nemean lion's tooth, a gesture laden with symbolic meaning. The next day, as the army prepares to march, Hercules encounters Iolaus, who expresses his determination to fight alongside the soldiers. Hercules, acknowledging Iolaus's storytelling skills over combat prowess, assigns him to Cotys' chariot. The army sets out for Bessie, driven by Cotys' determination to confront Rhasus. However, upon reaching the village, they are met with a devastating sight. Rhasus had already laid waste to the area, leaving a sea of bodies in his wake. The harrowing scene mirrors Amphiaraus's prophetic vision, creating a sense of foreboding. As Hercules and his team grapple with the aftermath, questions arise about the nature of the bodies. Some are visibly decayed, indicating days of rot, while others remain fresh, defying conventional expectations. The narrative deepens the mystery, hinting at hidden truths and underlying complexities. In summary, Hercules weaves a tale of myth heroism, and political intrigue against the backdrop of a turbulent ancient Greece. The characters, each with their unique struggles and motivations, navigate a world marked by gods, prophecies, and the harsh realities of war. As the story unfolds, it invites viewers to explore the complexities of power, loyalty, and the human spirit in the face of adversity. The seemingly lifeless bodies suddenly spring to life, revealing a trap carefully laid out for Hercules and his team. Believing the Bessie tribe is under Rhesus's control, Hercules calls for a shield wall to protect Codys while creating a strategic illusion. Breaking the tip of an arrow, Hercules deceives the tribe leader, presenting an inspiring image of a seemingly effortless victory. The battle intensifies as Hercules' team faces overwhelming odds, prompting a clever strategy involving chariots to disperse the enemy. Despite their efforts, the shield wall is breached, leading to a tactical retreat by the remaining tribesmen. The absence of Rhesus raises suspicions, and a mysterious figure watches from a distance. Hercules confronts Codys, attributing the loss to inadequate preparation, emphasizing the need for extended training. Meanwhile, tensions rise within the group as Hercules contemplates punishing Phineas for the perceived betrayal. Princess Ergenia tends to Hercules' wounds in private, concealing his vulnerability. Hercules, haunted by a recurring nightmare of past guilt and exile, grapples with the haunting memories. A chance encounter with children in the forest briefly alleviates his anguish, only to be confronted by a hallucination of his deceased family and the mythical Cerberus. Tydeus intervenes, snapping Hercules back to reality, setting the stage for a psychological struggle. Amphiaraus recognizes Hercules' inner turmoil, urging him to confront the metaphorical beast and find peace. However, Hercules dismisses it as madness, setting the stage for a deeper exploration of his psychological state. As rumors circulate, Ergenia seeks the truth from the team, revealing the ambiguity surrounding Hercules' past. The team, bound by loyalty, acknowledges Hercules' exceptional abilities, perpetuating the myth to secure employment. Under Codys' rule, Hercules and the team implement a rigorous training regimen, equipping Codys' army with skills mirroring Hercules' own. The narrative takes an emotional turn as the team reflects on their individual encounters with Hercules, emphasizing compassion and camaraderie. Meanwhile, Iolaus observes and trains in secret, revealing a subplot of personal growth and determination. With new intel from Phineas, the team learns of Rhesus's proximity and plans to intercept him near Mount Asticus. Amphiaraus foretells his impending demise, but remains uncertain about the outcome of the battle. As the army marches, they encounter a deceptive enemy illusion, challenging their expectations and strategies. Rhesus, backed by Phineas, demands Codys' surrender, setting the stage for a climactic confrontation. The battle unfolds with unexpected twists, including an ambush orchestrated by Atalanta and her archers. Amphiaraus, resigned to his fate, miraculously evades arrows, adding an element of mysticism to the conflict. The engagement is fierce, highlighting the superior formation of Hercules' soldiers against Rhesus's larger army. In a direct challenge, Hercules subdues Rhesus, shifting the tide of the battle. Upon returning to the palace, Rhesus is paraded as a trophy, subject to Codys' humiliation. Despite Codys' tyrannical actions, Hercules extends empathy towards Rhesus, hinting at a more complex political landscape. As Rhesus shares damning revelations about Codys, the celebratory banquet becomes a stage for power dynamics and revelations. Codys' coronation marks a new chapter for Thrace, uniting the divided land under his rule. Following Rhesus's accusations, Hercules becomes suspicious and confronts Princess Ergenia, urging her to reveal the truth. She confesses that Codys initiated the war by poisoning her husband, the rightful king, to usurp the throne. However, she clarifies that her compliance stemmed from Cody's threat to harm her child. Ergenia implores Hercules to take her son Arius with him when they depart. Nevertheless, General Sitocles interrupts their conversation, informing Hercules that Codys is searching for him. Confronting Codys, Hercules accuses him of betrayal, but Codys dismisses the mercenary's newfound conscience. Codys, harboring aspirations of building his empire, invites Hercules to lead his army. Rejecting the offer, Hercules receives the agreed-upon payment before being ousted. Surprisingly, Hercules hands his earnings to Autolycus, expressing his intent to stay and protect Thrace. The team faces a moral dilemma, but Atalanta emphasizes their familial bond, prompting the majority to remain. Upon sneaking back into the palace, they encounter General Sitocles, who captures them. Disarmed and facing accusations of conspiring with Hercules, Ergenia's son, Arius, is taken away. Hercules confronts Codys, only to be rendered unconscious while witnessing Arius being dragged away. Chained to a wall, Hercules awakens to the sight of Cerberus, only to realize they are actually 3 wolves. Memories flood back, revealing that Eurystheus and Codys collaborated to manipulate Hercules. The illusory Cerberus symbolizes the wolves that attacked his family. Eurystheus justifies his actions, explaining his fear of Hercules' growing influence. Codys orders Ergenia's execution, leaving Hercules feeling powerless. Encouraged by Amphiaraus, Hercules summons his strength, breaking free and thwarting the wolves. As Hercules battles the illusions, Ergenia uses an axe to liberate the captive team. A fierce struggle ensues, and Hercules, overcoming the wolves one by one, completes his final labor. Released from captivity, the team arms themselves with abandoned weapons, and Hercules lifts a metal door facilitating their escape. Battling soldiers on their ascent, they encounter resistance, but Hercules and the team overpower opposition. Amphiaraus narrowly avoids an arrow, and Hercules intervenes, saving his friend. Confronting Eurystheus, Hercules ignores offers of wealth and authority, instead exacting revenge for his family's murder. Interrupted by Sitocles, who attempts to strangle Hercules, Iolaus intervenes, fatally stabbing Sitocles. Rejoining the party, they rescue Rhesus, and together they flee the palace. Confronted by Codys and his army, Hercules' nephew Arius, held hostage, Autolycus returns, freeing Arius. Tydeus valiantly sacrifices himself, and Hercules, with extraordinary strength, topples a giant statue, crushing Codys and defeating his army. With Codys dead, the soldiers kneel before Hercules, accepting him as their new leader.